Adia Pharmacy, Laugh Life Pharmacy, Lancer Chemist, and a Colonac Pharmacy. Dinano Ubenya Biato. Doc activated charcoal powder. Number 059 82 06 885 059 82 06 885 and 020 66 16620 020 66 16620. Doc activated charcoal powder. And you did Ziga stick at the brand.
Yeah, that's Ziga. Now, this one is from Meshach Asante from Amasama. I'll say, you will not attack anyone and walk away free while I sit on this committee. This was the words from Honorable Mahama Ayariga to Afenyo Markins, and I'm 100% in agreement with him as in the majority leader said, because it is not right to allow the micro-minority leader, Honorable Afenyo Markins, to disrespect anyone who appears before the appointment committee and get away with it. The NDC MPs in parliament are now justifying the reasons why Ghanaians gave them that overwhelming majority in parliament. Kudos to Honorable Mahama Ayariga for knocked down Afenyo Markins big time. This one is coming from Meshach Asante at Amma Samain Onosonedia or the Ebaye. And this one is from Teacher Constitution. We thank the minority for not taking part in the vetting of Chief Justice Bafuboni. All Ghanaians should take note so that when in the near future MPP also has the same numbers and bullies the NDC, nobody will talk about it. The NDC thinks they have the numbers in parliament, so they should continue with it and breach the constitution. Greetings to Honorable Mavis in Kansanbuedu Koka, JFK, and Honorable Dr. Osei Yaw Educhum. This one is coming from Okan from Bantama in the Senate West District. Okan, may I sure say Bibia Ayeboko or saying Afenyo Markins will go down as one of the best brains we have ever had in our politics. Justice Bafuboni was part of the architect of the coup that ousted CJ Tokonu, and it's safe to say with his confession of over-sentencing Atai that is seen in judicial extremist and dangerous to our democracy. Honorable Ken lead is attributed to his strong grassroots roots, national name national name recognition and uncompromising honesty. This one is coming from Okan, and also Nedia or the Ebaye and This one is also coming from Ko Mensa Pilatu, or say, give Baumia another chance. Then he says, my fellow delegates, let's vote massively for Dr. Baumia victory 2028. Kukrudu Ebefa. Regards to Hajia Safia Mohammed, Nest MPP National Women Organizer, and then the Blue Army Commander, Honorable Moses Abo, Nest MPP National Organizer. This one is coming from Komensa Pilatu, Onosenedia or De Ebaye Enono. And then I have another one from Eric Bwedi, Patriotic Voice, Bichim, or say, I support minority 100% for the good decision in Parliament. They shouldn't associate themselves with vetting process. Regards to Dr. Baumia, Adrenkese, John Boedu, Obatampa, Mavis, Howard Kumsen, Osei Collins, Executive Director, Save Our Environment Foundation, and then Honorable Fred Chi Asamwa, Onosonedia, or De Ebaye, and Onotomla, Mekan Woody any CC right after this one, and then I've seen another one coming in from the text messages. So I'm going to read everybody's one. But the young cop Parliament back na yenko tie Honorable Ayariga ewo onoso ne comment or when the vetting was also on, but mami we Tomla Mankranso de no na fe member back cia Tomla Mankranso or say considering the increase in price of cocoa, the remarkable levels of inflation and exchange rates and reduction in prices of petrol, cement and foodstuffs, the NDC government deserves commendations for the rate of salary increase for Ghanaian workers. The NDC should be allowed to rule for at least 4 decades. MPP, never again. Or they ebaye and no. And then this one says what? Now in Galamsey, the most dangerous equipment they are using is called one leg. Is serious and destroying more than excavator. Okay, that's a good message. You also giving us an our mind, I mean, the people responsible to be looking at some of these things and all that. But I mean, kind of text messages in EBA, what they abba and no paying in. And I say, good morning, senior. I am Kojo Preko from Ahafo Jomo. Please, we, the workers of Safety Net Ghana, are crying because of last 10 good months, no payment for workers and their staff across Ghana. Okay. Omo aswati me sure say impemfo ebehwe na omo tumi asolve well. 46 minutes past the hour of ATM. Lenko Parliament na fe yenko tie owura mama yarega response to Alex Afenyo Maakye, the minority leader, regards to the vetting of Justice Paul Bafo Bonny.
Nominee Acting Chief Justice for his nomination to occupy the position substantively. I'm sure you sat through and you listened to the engagements between myself and the minority side. I had no intention of preventing anyone from freely expressing themselves. I just wanted them to do so in accordance with our rules so that there can be sanity in the way that we conduct business. I think the gravamen of their case, which I would have preferred that they sat here and asked you, because I know you are very capable of providing them with a response, is that they question whether it is proper for you to be taken through the vetting process because there are a number of suits pending challenging the removal of the previous Chief Justice. They're asking what the implications for stability in the judiciary will be, assuming that those challenging the propriety of the removal of the previous Chief Justice succeed in their claim. What will be the nature of the enforcement of the reliefs that they are seeking, and etc. So basically, the question is, do you think that it is proper for us to go through this process whilst these suits are pending?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I think, yes, it is proper. That is the first basic answer. It is very proper. It is a constitutional duty that Parliament is performing. And as at now, there is no order from any court of competent jurisdiction stopping you from performing your constitutional duty. The President has nominated somebody for Parliament to vet the person for the appointment to the position of a Chief Justice. Vetting of the nominee is a constitutional duty imposed by you by the Constitution. It's a duty imposed on you by the Constitution. So if you have to perform it, nothing, and I think absolutely nothing, stops you from performing your constitutional duty. You see, in the years gone by, when cases like Dufour versus the Bank of Ghana, which I authored, actually, were written,
Kessben 92.9.
the learning was that, and the practice actually was that when an application for injunction or when there's an application for injunction is pending, then you hold your hands. So there were situations where persons will rush to court to file a writ or file an application for injunction, and if you go against, even without any order from the court, you went ahead to do what the injunction was being sought for, then you'll be cited for contempt. And cases like Dufour versus Bank of Ghana, Cito and other things came up and said that that was right. That was, but the learning now, particularly after the case of Vincent Assefuwa versus the Attorney General, I mean, it's an unreported case. It was done fairly recently. The learning now is that if there is a constitutional duty to be performed, until and unless there is an order from a court of competent jurisdiction, no constitutional body is prevented from performing such a duty just because somebody has filed an application for injunction or even a writ. Even the application
so clearly Justice Bafuboni answer a question with a lot of examples and as cases back home. So clearly he's saying the Parliament Appointment Committee, you know, who can say some year Juma as far as Ubia and injunction be embeto so from a competent court say yema veterano enkoso no eni bibia musadia. I mean, they have the liberty to go on whether boycott from the minority or no boycott no ombetumi aye adwuma no. And indeed ora yarega eso editu just say ne enye ne pe anase ne feso se opese minority for si omo kwan da bi enema bi wo ho na se wo keka ense da emfa kwan mu enu nti no ese fata se mo beye ade no se ne ese ne da kwan mu na fata na wotumi aka asem no. Indeed so obeka se bio Justice Bafuboni the disputed Chief Justice Oba and sem fata enya de ekoye man enu nti no ompene ema wo entumi enkeka yes 53 minutes past the hour of 8 Bayport fixed deposit se men kan cho se omugusu ankasa de enhihye ya to hono mama sabi mo amopesa mo ye fixed deposit no mo betumi ababa be yes ne ye fata enu nti no wa wo kra for instance wo kra 5,000 Ghana cedis no obetumi de aba obenya ye 16 to 20% interest e wo so enti no se wo kra ye 5,000 Ghana cedis a obenya 1,000 Ghana cedis as interest e wo so and I will 20,000 Ghana cedis. Abusumi nsia what the beto hono ma ubenya 1,820 Ghana cedis. Wo eye usika no so and afesu kra 100,000 Ghana cedis. Now the beto afeba kwa ubenya 20,000 Ghana cedis as interest. Wo eye usika no so umpe we na opedien ya. Oni eye Bayport financial services for ending komo emfa eye omo fixed deposit campaign na omo eye no ho nti flora boni anase manager no friend na was say ote nenka awo Kessben TV so na so Kessben 92.9 so say omo fixed deposit no me amansanso for Kojo Preko Dankwah me se bra na abeye bi ne na mani ni 0245 153283 0245 153283 and I say 02041258878 02041258878. Now on a Bayport ending common Bayport also your future now. Mamen kan adibakubi entro. Yeah. Se efie na wote na obi se meni no me de ana sa wo de pepa na ma me ache me de ko achi ansa mehu nani no obi beka ata asiso obehwe na afi nani no edumu enso no wunya baby amfa ne nko ase o driving na wenini na ekusu accident yu ba beto no vision na IBB wo ho no a me pacho yenko SO Herbal Hospital me say yenko SO Herbal Hospital Mercedes yenko SO Herbal Hospital na yekɔ hɔ no mo a sɛ yɛ glaucoma, cataract, total blindness and as a partial and as say when so yɛ kusu na wo ho hwe no vision na bibia wɔ hɔ no yenko SO Herbal Hospital na ombɛboa yie pa sɛ yɛ stroke, diabetes, hepatitis B. Also, our win sampan out say yes in sampan pan a 100 meters to kura what no anopa bia wo gina mu no na opese ate kono na emmom onye bio no me pacho alcohol addiction and as a fibroid, cancer of all kinds, liver and also kidney disorders, prostate disorders, candidiasis, sexual weaknesses, STD, bedwetting, HIV and also malaria any dia kenyina dia. SO Herbal Hospital ebeboa into kweku fama meko ya fa unia ne ko na yara me boss nyina ne yara aka nyina no ukọ SO Herbal Hospital a ombehwe ne nyina ama omo wo eye amasaman omo ben eye Stadium Junction amasaman Stadium Junction honom ana SO Herbal Hospital no ewo eni nti no betumi akọ na wakosa ho yare from on 055 5529253 055 5529253 and that's a 050 344 9444 050 344 9444 and that's a 027 28 59 115 027 28 59 115 and on a SO Herbal Hospital and come on and I'm new ADCC and 56 minutes past the hour of 8 a.m. or Kessben 92.9 and I'm facing Kessben TV on DSTV channel 364 and then on Go channel channel 121 meeting at a mansanso for Kojo Preko Dankwah Kessben Maakye and I was soon a good source Siano and then and before Atnas lawyer Kessben member of the MPP communication and face Ken campaign team Watanase and then Honorable Nicholas Amankwa MP for Amenfi East of the NDC, and also Atnase homeboy they call him, and then Ninkra me hopa boys to shine pa, but say boys who no, ain't no boys who ne fly na no mudi shisha me say or bankwa dia men country homeboy say boys show na boys no mo show no classmate fu nyina ka ho bi, and into you do ha no. And almost catch. I'm there. How much? About 5:34. And almost send them. Me say homeboy about how they are. Kind of say 5 years in class so chiano. 5 years in country so chiano. Now boys, actually show boys from Monsan count. Or say 2008, 2011. No, what class? Or say me country say boys no mutie. You know bench boys you know. Back bench for no. Or mutie ye pa. It 5 years in class say. Me country so chiao. Na boys from Monsan count. Ain't you know. The idea na homeboy be aboko there.
We professional communication.
Second say what in common as
Matthias cancel Matthias.
Be abako pe.
Yentunka. Why is no one at the classroom answer you say why you busy sir? You from why san count.
They say what move from homeboy to international boy.
It's
an international man as well. To be yentunka.
Oh my be aboko there constituency boko.
Oh nyame adom bajo be aboko.
Yeah the radiase. Nice, yeah the radiase. La be aboko there.
Oh nyame adom.
Nice. Yeah the radiase pa.
Yakobo mu of water region kakra honorable Kennedy Japan.
Yes.
Kwasi ade na say be do ye.
Okay.
We cry voice no e wo form kakra. Na we dey be gina Team Ken anemu na yada delegates of water region nyina se e wa akoma pa odo ene ahofama omode e kire ye honorable Kennedy Japan. In fact say sha one region 2 regions na ma Kennedy Japan win 2023 no. But a central region, that's where he's coming from.
Okay.
And probably it makes a lot of reasoning. Say the fear for a genie tune. Now I feel so much more. Now you know from my regional or mark honorable Kennedy Japan massive support ye pa a voter region.
Okay.
In fact, I think we need the votes on the Dr. Baumia Enya no na say Dr. Benya be half of Kennedy Japan's vote over there.
All right.
This time around, they are assuring us saying to be far better.
Okay.
From Team Ken, the voter region, the entire voter region, delegates nina, any crony nina, yet almost be brave. Na nyami had more chance so yera Eastern region.
Oh, okay.
Yera Eastern region.
Yeah, that's exactly 9 o'clock. Kessben 92.9 face, so Kessben TV. So in the next 10 minutes, let's lock it down. Now, let's start with homeboy, because I know if you parliament and then as to what really transpired yesterday. So yesterday, an appointment committee to a vetting of a justice for Bafo Bonnie. Be a sure so we share. If you are now parliament, so you followed the matter very well. The issue of minority boycotting. People have said that boycotting is becoming rampant too much, and that they are not in to support the country in terms of any Koso any day. Your take on this one? 10 minutes. The vetting, whatever justice bond Paul Bafo Bonnie can, and then minority matters arising.
So with the any kind, Kojo Yenda wasi. Naminchia council so. Naminchia ashefone tifwa. Omaji bread tie Kessben FM no mo hwe Kessben TV. Naminchia me constituent. The good people of Wasa Amenfi East constituency. Kojo recently Yenyakwenya as member of the Defense and Interior Committee called Nigeria benchmark visit. Na introduce hono House of Rep, like Parliament we yes, member of Parliament representing the good people of Amenfi in Western region. That's when you come to Ghana. And now Bako, Elsie. Now, are there bad people in some constituencies? So Amenfi, they are always good people saying.
Introduction of the good people of
Amenfi. No, are there bad people in some constituencies? So no, they are good because like giving the opportunity to serve them. No, they be much appreciate.
Nice.
Now I'm in chair, the party paying for national level, regional level. My regional chairman, and birthday, chairman Nana Toku. If I kwenye so wishing I would dapa. Say I'm koso no nto no kwamana wodi ni so ade won de some region and koso. Now my constituency executive led by Ira chairman Nana Kofi Atochi, the branch executive coordinators, everybody. Mechi obibia. Na menchia wasama area. Kojo afie 22nd of this month. The climax of a festival.
Okay.
The month of November no ye. A festival month. Na area ebedin komo na afie de. Sure.
About
Wasam fees.
Now
your festival no. Mwabe support ye man.
Nice one.
You done an anomaly. Maybe our mode constituency no region no. Maybe our kwakudu. Tojo and Team Ken. We shall see Adam and Yaji. The reason why Adam and Yaji say, Rakin Japan say, a do baby now or no one are buying, and now do a buying, you're about me are buying. MPP are buying almost say Ghana sikano na dollar no tia pansam no because you rack in Japan ye businessman are yenimnti no about beka say is that a way to manage the economy na the dollar nyina ye den sika nyina say under MPP it means some ye campaigns ya na mo say amamwo na no ma breso dollar na mismanage na nko yo kasa no it's being managed well you can say better. Managed well under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. You are to force India. And then more call I know we now pray a yakunya day. When it's doing some bag Ghana ye, Ghana now soon I in terms of managing the dollar. And you them well. There's a contest there, it is in every political party. But almost Casemuni at the end say. Almost at the end of the day, no, back on the bedding kunim. Bedding kunim be almost to me abana. Omodi abeshia NDC Ghana agi atum sa memuo no de omo kan se Kojo de ya start yen koso nya ne sa ne ye mane bro so dia and they always vote for NDC of which me constituency so any agi if say bosha kese bia era John Dramani Mahama e share and Amenfi no Ojo wo hwe ho from abobo a ye promises ye be market e wo japa bonten so abro buy as part of a common fund no Ghana nyina 261 MMDs no municipal industrial assembly no we no omo nyina see market under 24-hour economic market It's a promise no promise ya Memphis. Original my name promise no. Idea of fulfilling. Training college so Kojo me no kase and I'm more cost was some fees. On my best site near their entry or non so obey. And last week you were to forcing as part of the budget preparation. It was a Thursday no budget presentation no into Obama region, Western region. No Obama share a market circle. Your marketer a buying up a the previous government started. Then so yeah, but you believe in governance to be a continuous process, no? Yeah, your minister, you are to forcing on a deputy. Now by on behind the regional minister area next. The man can say, oh, so what about Fantimem? Also, yet that was this year an economy was stabilized. Also, was stabilized. Now, and 1 gallon no, bandada no odono, na tono, 11 million, which is 1,001. This year, what about 550 cities? Sugar, a citre, Congo no, now motono, 10 cities, Titiscano, this year, Titiscania 10 cities Titiscano Kojo be cancel the Babuama. It's 10 cities.
1,000.
No, 10,000.
No, 10 cities, 1,000.
1,000.
Titiscano 1,000. This year, what about the Odaba? 5 cities, which is 5,000.
Yes.
10 cities.
Yeah, 10 cities.
Titiscano
100,000.
No.
So,
The man.
Yes.
I thought 10,000.
Kenley 10 cities.
Titiscano 100,000.
The man.
1 is to 10,000. So
Okay.
you multiply 10 by 10,000.
Okay.
And
Don't say 10 cities. Just say Awabado. What about 5 cities? Yabuabado. Now me say hey. Just say the reset agenda no. Affect baby say bekoso.
Yanko.
Ojo share the course when drana. Meaning say Ghana's democracy is being deepened. Na the menichi no honestly as finance committee bill be hu adwuma. Enti honestly we were engaged and 10 years so ye kwakotoa so.
Okay.
Area Adongo EDNM ene representative from Bank of Ghana money ade. Enti na ma ye nya much concentration away no. But area na ye monitor no from the various platforms no. Na mo say Ghana's democracy has been deepened. And they say we share the course area afenya marking minority mode na no be o fie bia nim say saa de na be dey e be see because they attempted boycotting the whole process but no one him say omo boycott it from the onset or they decided to stay away. Ghana for beka say mumu nso biem into so almost started abra ye maame justice tukonu ne sensem ba ya me pese ye beka no menim say council wie no platform catch me say processes here omo firm a bebedu samre no si yewra John Dramani Mahama we breachy Ghana's constitution no wakotu sa article no amayeti yewra John Dramani Mahama follow the due process any abedu say sisi yewra bafo Bonnie justice ono na yede ne beko akọ as a Supreme Court meaning say council the omo for omo dwumade ni ndiago respect for omo adwuma no obabeda Ghana ye court ba 10 nyina no ano na o share MPP omo file application in parliament send combat media stopping but speaker and grant omo leave so their motion was not accepted by speaker into real Friday yera abambabin unso no ko ye delay almost 2 hours abrana first deputy speaker tia dwem na ye back and forth back even your business statement is something we don't debate on business statements and business statements nya house on ya approve business statements a document that spells out activities ebe koso the ensuing week until like today is Tuesday until Friday the business clerk through clerk and the true clerk represented now or the majority leader area Mama Yariga who is a leader of government business no I present the business statement no be spell sebia ye ban next week Tuesday Wednesday Thursday Friday activities ebe den ebe koso nti so already my area maybe because you may have issues with a normal person no now I share concern also it will be addressed. You don't need house to approve a business statement no our standing order the constitution doesn't give room to that But Friday etwa nko de ne rafenya mo pese even business statement no yeto so aba before the house will adopt it. Into your call back and forth ana o share yewra abamba bimbae speaker oben no say no if there's any constitutional or any standing order where they should prove it. There's nothing like that in our trashing. Oh, they say almost the what is it the Justice Tukonu is in the process. There are issues court outstanding, so they have to clear everything before Ansana Kenra the Ekosu. And speaker advise them say parliamentary activity is different from a court today. And parliament, you can be say we are masters of our own rule. In the parliament be any day, so court to any day, and I'm on because no more kase and radio course no. If there's anything a court here, then the court will do that. So any parliament ye juma money ye fe. Minority for your bomb mabas why? Omo koi, omo choma jing as minority for. Omo we no sorry, but Endra leadership of Yera Mahama Ayarega. And then tie NDC leadership. And then we had the chairman of the committee. Yera second deputy speaker. Yera first deputy. And here far. They say, I don't pay me bom mumamu. Ushi Yera Mahama Yarega. This is what are the biano. Ayana ye can say. Baby a Ghana do no. Individual ye can say minority. You have every right to have your say. But minority ni ebenya ye wear a year emraso. Because Ghana for we can't wait for a minority for say that there be no more year near accommodating even though me to say democracy ye and this yamayoku and I'm say your mom penny His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. He believes in democracy. I mean himself central for more recent awards say yamuye. Look at his commitment. Look at the assurance of what their mom said, funding and making sure anybody who attacks journalists phobia and so no, he makes sure say running Benjamin all media houses a bona basono. Sana about parliament say. Na Quebec say with our number there, na MPP as we speak no 88 there. And we can do a bit sorry be say we can do all things through Christ and
who strengthens me.
Exactly. It's give me a BBS but share a leader, Mama Yarega, he gives room, debate because I join back for him. Ben Radi and Como ya trash. It's Yenrano. Pepe yo ye Juma. One say constitution a boy and home standing order. A boy and home say the vetting committee will meet. Near vetting in panel and when the competent level. Sebebi okwa kujumedi okodinu etiseno. Endra any no pay who share the course wa Yura justice Bafu Boni so we display quality, maturity. I listened to the Yura Ahimedu, the MPP. Yes. Now Okasa, or say this is the manner or not as a person. No, there's nothing anybody can say about him. So they were challenging the process, and now the Omon say it's not about Doctor. What is it? Justice Boni. Then we so call or share or appear before the panel. Look at this. And one unique thing is say even when our colleagues on the other side, they decided to leave the place. Now, bro, Oma register. Who say decided to vote against it? Yeah. Yes, Oma register Oma displeasure. So no process no course. Emma will share the quality of questions, the quality of responses. Ghana judicial system no. Ye bomb pies or no swabano. Buma be ye ko. Okay. There be a unya kwenya na osuma condemn omo a start no. So ye be no so ma anye ni no. No wa correct now so the other back no. O the account. But meaning say wo hwe na na motuo ne track record ni ade a. Meaning say the judicial system so no. E ade e be ko nanim because e man bi emra nya adwuma no. E man ye den a e man ne ko nanim because investors be ba mo say on ko invest na sa asemo ba judicial system not saying what is say mobrohu inini odefunya asema ye kokko the judicial system to say e ba sa na wa nya se council menu em no mo ko defend wa wasem ye de pa na say hey patapa pieto ye rough away na emra no diu until we need a fair a free system obi have feel say Ghana no ka ho ye de asem court ye de asem unya asem won say judgment we dey e dana kwan ye nim see area justice Bafubon so ye babo na baso I'm on the chinko in advance because where process ne corner there. And one thing is there wasn't any what is it anything against it say ebianka omo di bibia ba say because of a normal akokosunity you know we have this issue against him say court for injunction and now bibia to process so there wasn't anything like that so anyway the akosunina was legal and the akosunina was peaceful it was successful
okay
amagana for you say we are deepening our democracy now mention that the leadership of parliament led by area Mahama Ayariga, our speaker area Babin and the entire parliamentary leadership for successful and peaceful veterinary course not like chaotic scene now a course during the ministerial what is it vet because meaning see no minority for suya adeomu and yes anka the way no mini match we no and can no me course no and kebabro so sa but almost said the call no man in Ghana for bash no almost I'm saying that's the beauty of democracy.
All right. Yeah, that's it, homeboy. 60 minutes past the hour of 9. My mean to you.
I say no one makano.
I intend to on
homeboy. Kojo, I said my man ni 15 in fact man 10 yeah 15 but
I 16.
I did not interact.
I know.
He's a very good brother of and he communicates very well as well.
Yes, and no crap is such as a walk as a monkey be.
Sape yeah, me no am.
Cross examination now no me no.
O ma me kwa na me flow you are saba. Ya na body the honorable status ni bule me kakra so or honorable member it say oh yeah say nya botre kakra man. Kojo
yes sir.
Na me ma watching me ma me nua homeboy so watching honorable. Na ya magana for any Kessben etiefo ne ahwefo nyina achia no pay na mbohwi the call ahafo no southwest constituency ema me constituency nyina so achi anopay every man kan so cover ne kunsu dikosi yoso domi abra mpesa so ne nesu yoko nyina ene me mamo achi na Kojo
yes sir
ni man kan so senior high school
mate
what yo oh brilliant science and maths
yes
wonder some koko
yes
nti anopay me congratulate you omo me dem nim so mo di fourth
yes
am ko semi finals the next ka semis no losers ni ko shia there is no way so nka teams na akeka na omo ko you know nko obi betimi abiti Mankranso senior high school in the Mankranso and or the presec ahwe form there na che say because presec has omo hwe bi sa omo hwe na ya congratulate
you so you so we na be so you so
na say ya congratulate Mankranso senior high school ni asa catch aban say Mankranso senior high school emofra na ebo mo bodin na mom emodin am de boy ni so de toto facilities e wo school ne ho a ebo ebra so okohwe omo science lab a tables nko an si ho apparatus e so munyade ye nneoma bibia ni ho enso so omo abom ho modin sei dia na kire aban ne manani ko Mankranso senior high school ho a ebetimi apagya oya category C school ena onenam sei enti say man the needed facilities and resources are the school will do wonders enti anopay me bo Mankranso senior high school abaso kese bebre na menua homeboy so wakasa kama na wa kire de enti a MPP eni wo se eba or the CD na ye susu dia se CD na gina na Kojo nyina so nim se World Bank kra no abewo ne Ghana se artificial na ye twagum no ye twagum isika na ye twagum no ye nyai na ye be say economy no ye MPP ye kan ye no on be ka kire se enye no kore but your friend is saying World Bank be kan ye ntehwe so it's a clear indication says nye CD no ma twagum a enka ba bia ye ne nam no enka nye nti honorable homeboy ohun ne sa afenso so no free education e de ba ya na akwada de ohia ne o chobos o se dia o de be ko school enne omo de omo mako senior high school nyina e charge se sika omo tua no enye sika ketwa koko pharmacy mi misa enua homeboy se omo ba no mo ka se MPP ama bag ba ko 6,000 over 3,000 omo ba se sa bre no kranko mo ma 6,000 ti omo ba omo betu mo etinki e percent ki hu se koko no and number 7,000 8,000 sana half one southwest for e ka kire me enso enne omo ba yi eda so eda 3,000 honum afa galamsey so ate say hey amene aban nankasa ena galamsey yes ene ne ekuntokwa sojafo ye power ni so ni awo watiko na wo kɔ wei ena ye say yenya amamu no emo no
intro nkwa no
say esa rebata kakra
He's operating within the 10 minutes.
only 15 minutes I'm operating with 15 minutes Nancy ami hu say before start you say na ye connect 30-35 for baby sir ena neda aban papa so called eba yi say before start do 70 cedis ono na use inflation e wo from pa
na so there before sir
sa pepepe ya ko to bi hwe afei aban so to akatua mu ye de ne tumbe 25% ene ye nya nipa no bebre te say de de na Shippers Authority Professor Jampo nom ebe kaseti aban ne sa aban no enye hwe wo ba ye ni anim say at least anya hwe kura no de o de say BT ekufo do 24 ne keke na fa ko 25% mobile I think say 5% to the say and 9 ekozi say enti say minia homeboy ka sansem we ya no hunu say Kennedy Japan or ba ne brand so ampa abeji Ghana na Kojo Justice Delali ene be kasai no
yes Delali
obey politics
Isaac Delali justice
obey politics simplicity Justice retired from the appeals court na matter we apie na ye bisa wadwen kire de me expect say obey fair with your comments okay asem or sha ase ana mu say enkoyie na minority ni edwane free parliament how dwane we hifa obi use such words no hu ba bi free ba that was his beginning the ending no who dey ending no senka we na back ania chief justice we na back ania enka o use word bi ma crowd ba mu
me not or say
me refi ba
like similar saying say wanya hwe ba kono
anya hwe just ya waste your time we na nkeni
but I think them say na ni twi ni ntina na
anya twi bia Kojo o kasa ma hu say what asem initial na sa na me feel say ka one ne ka brofo mpo e no no change the battery yes but the way ka no mu dwane ye that was the first thing I actually o ka say we dey nkenya de papa who save ne pa by asking further question man clarify
yes
Saanenka Mahama Ayarika enye ni twi no I to say
language
me ba a typical example say enye Mahama Ayarika energy the work of the chairman of the committee enka that statement your friend is saying Justice Buff Bonnie let me start by saying say he's a fantastic judge he's a knowledgeable person or ye obia or sefata the position of a chief justice so could the chief justice of the Republic of Ghana near far round whatever square peg and round hole he's competent he's qualified also can atai asembi say atai jeli o man 70 years no o share ono ne na busua say atai ba obeba be attack ne intina you see sa asem na o kan no senka na minority ni wo ho a enkomo boa ne say de enne wa boa Justice Delali no enkomo be bisa ebi a follow up questions bi amenetimi ayi ano na enne the majority leader no aba abedani the spokesperson for the minority to stay say omo wa ha enka questions we no mbe bisa enti ba be bisa e de amomo obia ka kire o say Afenyo Markins enra wa amone ho modern he's a weak leader or whatever na onim de woka we salute him I personally salute him for what he did yesterday you see at or in parliament or at committee meeting your chairman and our chairperson near Oshe see the rules adwuma is the chairman of the committee and the chairman of the committee his powers were usurped by the majority leader now a true point be no na chairman na fe ne ho me mobo ye ne say akwada bi aye bo no left right center why because onu na tie adwam as I say onu na determine the relevance and then viability of questions and some obika whether the person is breaching the rules or not yes or no but who the majority leader chairman I will not sitting here today I will not allow Afenyama to break. Or no, na chairman. It is also the posture of the chairman himself. Afena, who in the left from the right. That was very bad. Knowing very well that you are the leader of the house. And when it comes to the majority caucus now, chairman no or share majority leader no as it. Sankaya abambag bin netiwa minyi ni sanka majority leader betimi ayede oyeye no. It was very shameful on his part. The majority leader is not the chairman of the committee. It is he can have his point, his view. The minority also have their view. It is up to the chairman to come with a verdict. But that did not happen. You could see from his statements, say, he came with a preconceived mindset. And the better now.
Majority leader.
Majority leader.
Yeah.
We deal with issues case by case. But veterans do not say the course. One. So why was he making reference to, and I will not allow you to break the rules? I will not. That's originally a course in the past. No, Saba has said, "Obi be breaking rules." And to one say, "Omobi am breaking rules." So what was the function of the chairman of the committee? In politics, we say that minority will have their say, but majority will have their way. We know, say, in the long run, they are going to have their way. But don't gag us. Let us have our say. So if anybody is saying, say, what do you call it? Boycotting is becoming too much, I will say, gagging is becoming unbecoming. You see, I deal with your mahachin dada. And homeboy will attest to the fact, say, Omoko Parliament, this, one argument that the NDC or let me use the majority argument, Omu Raisi, but I couldn't say, they should be given more time to speak because their majority is overwhelming. E di no mo pese omo kasa 2 na minority akasa 1. E be ye heated debate and abambag me back I say no on allows a majority and minority. And the only thing that minority have is their say, and now their say is being gagged because you could see and clearly say oh man and also so bekasa no, I will not allow you to break any rules. What was the work of the chairman over there? The chairman, for want of a better word, the majority leader rendered him virtually useless. He couldn't know what he was doing left from right. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't you know? So people are saying a minority. Now, won't have who say what now? Nobody can tell me say. The minority came with a boycott mindset, say, at the end of the boycott. And if anybody says,
you think so?
Yes.
Because terms like you saying that, I mean, the man sat, down for an opaque committee. I mean, clearly, when you start bringing out some of these things, opaque committee.
That is not a boycott. Saying,
then I've forgotten the word they use. I mean,
disputed.
Yes. I mean, Chief Justice and all that. I mean, clearly, you are just indicting a man who has not even started anything. Oh no, can't be. I mean, on the Ebefanas why do you do that? And I think that's where majority leader will not sit for minority to say things like that. He
clearly could also have his say, but finality does not rest on the majority leader. What can say me? Maybe so one or committee aside. It can be many tier committee other committee are they above criticism? No, their work can be criticized, and if you criticize the majority, the committee, effect being the war CJ appointing is to say why anything. 2, also a disputed nominee, CJ nominee, is a matter not pending before the court. The answer is yes. Is somebody not disputing? The answer is yes. So is he not a disputed nominee? The answer is yes. Look at what he tried to do, the majority leader. So what year? Ebra Ohunu said, tangent awafano wrong in his attempt to prevent Afenyomakins from using that word. No, if you say you, have you taken anybody to court? You Afenyomakins, have you taken anybody to court? Because the majority leader realized, say, yes, there is a matter pending before the court. There is a dispute pending in court. which makes this position a disputed position, not the person himself. So if you listen to the argument very well, what you realize is that anybody who would have been placed in that position, no, so it had nothing to do with the man, Paul Bafuboni himself. Enti sena assembly ni quarter DNT and a majority leader. As a son, no. Ebi son directly say, have you taken anybody to court? You. It's your known for Bianco court. It's your Timin. Is he not representing a whole constituency? Is he not the minority leader? The questions that are being asked, are they asking questions that are more personal to them, or no majority leader? At the end of the day, one can say, oh, bisa question minority for baby sir, and a diamo one. No, when a man is authority, so maybe that's a question. So once you are gagged, you are prevented. Okay. He was not debating anything. No, it was just preliminary remarks and no Mickey. Eti adenti na omani making a remarks ne man no bia hu say no aka eti man nkasa dia na oti honom e de yeden eti if anybody tells you say they shouldn't have even come to the place at all cry, that person I disagree with him.
Okay,
they should have been there. They wanted to be heard, but they were prevented from being heard. And if you are preventing me from being heard, there then me buy and answer me koi eti Afejo Markins did the right thing.
Okay,
we salute him.
Okay.
The majority be sidelining minority, no, and that one we will not fall for it.
Okay.
And Kojo, you see, the beauty and then the questions and any answers exactly from your nominee. And the industry that should have gone into this whole thing, no. At the end of the day, no, majority through their leader, SABBR.
I think the questions that were asked, and it doesn't look good for you.
Sir, Chief Justice Obase Atayi, based on a family, 80, and no man 70
but
years.
That was on the lighter side, right?
It couldn't have been on the lighter side. This is a CJ that we are talking about. So if it was even on the lighter side, to say the papa, Justice Delali Beyebia, or correcting me, there should have been a follow-up question because I believe strongly, say. They say, general public, hey, your man is 70 years because of one. So it means, say, Papa na and law, but I believe he also Oshe law.
Yeah.
Oshe law, because 70 years, no, the man is not beyond what the law prescribes.
Okay.
And therefore, he operated within the law.
Okay.
It is a follow-up questions, who the man seated there at our chief justice. But then you go here, homeboy,
just a minute now. If you mask on here, some back to see. So just a minute on that, yeah.
Like a council, the Orlandi, you go share the way I may share on because Chief Justice, or can't say, Omano, 70 years, because when you saw bar, maybe he may come and attack.
No, maybe, say it. And maybe
he may come and attack a family. Council soon himself, one or year is a man of law. On himself more judgment, no, if maybe be hereditary and the environment. And to war as a person, no almost and say once considering the hereditary and the environment, the man did not err. As part of when he landed well by saying, say, so no, the CJ no operating within the law. In the council, no, you being a lawyer now, or be educated among for say, oh, CJ the okan any mom dear, na kebi okan say ya, ne mom. So no ayemra so CJ one carbon 2 menya giye na yewura mahama yare ganso minim say fiti na ekwe the Ghana 4 pen obey you know his leadership style and obie nim yewura Fenya Markins as minority the omo ye
okay
it's yanra no that opportunity was not given to yewura Fenya na if fiti na ekwe I'm telling him say that opportunity we the majority side no will not give abro obeko wayward and he say yewura mahama yare ga say as part of our standing orders our parliament as part of what is it our document constitution no onche baby a room for a preliminary comment no but we be masters of our own rule no and
so there is that
now he's abusing it.
There is that where lies the abuse?
He's abusing it. So if that's what he's going to do as a majority leader, Parliament operate by rules and regulations. We are going to use the standing orders, and so therefore you will not be given that opportunity.
Okay, all right.
But this is the time, he met his meter, and the nature of Mama Yariga said he's slow.
Okay.
But when it comes to administrative
No.
when it comes to
He
parliament.
only usurped the powers of the chairman. He made the chairman so useless. He made the chairman so useless.
No, you didn't. No. That's how I saw it.
Nice.
Nyame adumboko. Yo, me da say.
All right.
Ewusian for yam fanchia emoduru enche free Imascon Estate Ghana Limited asye na baby bia da wo hwe yan ni baby a wuti afidi kase esu no yam fanchia yi ema wo ne yan kan to twedi amponko am se yesre no onto nkwanam na enyini che na afi wo meskan so emra botom sade be yeska ba botom a yin sanya dani ada enipa obotae ba ko ene se wo kwa wo be no wo benya baby a wo de utiri ebeto me kire edan asem na so benya baby de uti ato agi se wo to asase ya eno no eya asase papa sade be ya won so betuma si dankra ba ko mienu anamiensa bi ewo so afi kra ne ebi abotae ne se wo pa asase papa bi no abi o company bi ewo so na no atimi aboa wa hwe wo ne wabusia won enu nti na ebasa no a wo se wutumi nya company a wonu bibia eye kama fri se enkramantama no de eye nyina yenim sam Ghana hanum de mwatiti bi esa especially enkramantama no se no ensase wonsam eyensam pi bebu na okwakoto asase no bewiase no na yebebo na yebekun yebetetew wo krompa wo sika no wonsanka asase no so a wonsa enka ni yedi wawu eka ho ye nyina ye wo krom hanum ane yete so soja ni mu abi ko eye baabi a mempese mebodin no na damfo ne ko ye wo ko na asase so abewiase no ne nyonko na waka no ho a wo kwa akogya no yakwa akobo ni tuo wakam ya manato nananum ewonse do na wei ekire se kwani ye fa so nipa no to asase no edema no na manso sam ewo ho na mentemi ho ase enioma bebira ensam fata anana ekoso anu ntenam so a osoja ni mu a oboban wakwahwe ne nkwa ewo asase ho nti minu amesrew ebasa no a eja enu nti na menso no maka cho se wunyame ato nsam wanya sika na se wo pe company papa wo mun krata asam eye genuine wo bibia eda ne kwam eye kama ya sa woto asase won chane a wunya wo ha bia ewo ho de a ene na eye ne company no Imascon Estate Ghana Limited Imascon Estate Ghana Limited adenti ana meka we minua ansa na asase ne bedamu ni aton ediama wo no woni omdi asase ne ma yen me kire ensase wuranom na nanom hemfo abusianfo ne abusiampanimfo no yedi kan no mo transe eka ensem biada e wa asase ne ho enkomodie biara nkrata asem no bibia no ye make sure se ya awie ama bibia da no kwam ansana wonom adane mu diama yen ne yenso agi asase na yakolans commission asoye ne akoye ho nkrata asem nyina kama yakom secretariat wonom akwaji title e de atoso sade ebeya won so ye ton de mawu a won konya sam ewa akire ana wobi biada ene omepre ho langard ni biada emekun wobi biada metetew ewa asase ne so we ene kwani efa so ye adwuma eno ntina over 30 good years enie ye ton ensase de ma de hye ewo nkramantam no wonte ye ho asambani mpoda no asekire no kyese ye di ye huni ye toto ye nyomaje ane ye di nyamesuro ene nipa wo donso ana eye ye adwuma efise ye kwa ye be nya yesu nyame bible no ye kan bi entisi ye kwotran so dem ni ye san fa akire kodi boni kobu nipa fa so ewo ye nsase a ye ton wa kan unu se da akyan koma no ye nya be kokogina atemwo no anim ewo nyame anim ni akobu atan enu nti ane ye hope gati pani kwanta for de anu wase odi asempa me de me no ewo mse mi peska de ne nso so me mesika ni manim me mesika ni bre ni manim na ebe wiase ne manyima menya enim heaven bi a me pa kono enkobo me abusia wei ene ye gina so a ye de aton ye nsase over 30 years ni ama de bia da no ye nya enmunyam ne ye hu eni asem enu ntina soja fonum ni padodo no wata wonuma di achi abeto ye nsase ne biem enu ntina emu aprosifo ensentrofo kote beka fo ye pensam kan nanka abete ye wonsam saites ya ye no mabone ne enso enam no kwaredi a ye di ensase papa ye ton de ma ye customers a ye ho ema asem nti ana de bia da no monte ye ho asem abusia de empesa nka kosie ni se ye bibiada eye genuine ye ensase no manso sam eni so langa ni bia metete wo ha bia ni so ya register na de enti ensase na registered lands ɛsan so ɛyɛ title lands ya woto a wonya asɛm ɛwɔ akyiri minia ye promotion no ɛno nso nti ɛna ka ho amaba wo naso o efisɛ se baabi ɔtomfo wo ba ɔchanchan na ɛhɔ nom ehia ne papa minia makacho sɛ ye promotion ya to ndin sɛ birthday and Xmas promotion nense obi di na woda ɛna afei bronya na ye die ne aka bom ya no ntie promotion de ma nipa wodi na woda no ɛyɛ pani kwantra fa woda ya adwuma ano wowura hope gati nyame adom wode afe baako aka ne nkwa na ho na no ano se birthday na wodie no wo ka Xmas na bom na ne no waboa wa akyɛw ade wo hu no wakyɛw ade na nso wantima to ne no akyi no wasa ma wo ɛyɛ ɛmo ɛne anwa na wadi ama wonu ma yɛ wo de ɛmo no nso ayɛ de ma wo no ɛnyɛ sabi otu gyimi o ɛmo a ɛyɛ papa ya ne bo de no no wɔtam de akyɛw free wasa akyɛw anwa de agu so enti de yɛ ne sɛ ensase no enka ne susu for land promotion ya na eno one plot ɛyɛ 32,000 cedis no eno ne yɛse yɛpɛsɛ wonya mfa so birthday ne Xmas nti no yɛate so fi 32,000 na de aba form e de aba bedu 24,000 Ghana cedis TMO from 32,000 cedis down to 24,000 cedis o keka no abubia yibia afirima ɛyɛ 8,000 muaniate e de afiri so esa bra be fan 24,000 minia ho na be ye wi e de ama wo e gi se owura hope gati any imas konfo nko a enya no nko ye so de 24,000 abawie no ni akote wasase e de ama wo na wo ye so adwuma no ye sanso achew emo one bag of rice kotoku kase baako eye 25 kg papa no ye ma baako ni asan achew cooking oil anwa bottle kase baako e de apie so se no abusuafo monye na mfa ntwa manum sperere mini ya mpawe na mbusa akaya motom na apa na
okay
afe won so wo pe half plot no ye betwa ma eno nso ya te so every 16,000 cedis ye de abafoma bedu 12,000 Ghana cedis chese 4,000 when ye yato nchen yes be fan 12,000 minia eno nso wo de ba ne yakote wasase ma wa ye chew emo one bag of rice kase no eno nso so 10 kg ni esa de cooking oil bottle kase baako e de apie wo so and is auto 2 bags of rice auto 2 plus about 2 bags of rice and 2 bottles of cooking oil auto 10 plus about 10 bags of rice and 10 bottles of cooking oil but about 1,000 you didn't have amount
all right
mean your wait say Imascon Estate Ghana Limited ya dwene ho we ye pese wonya mfa so pewa e wa birthday ni die no so any bro na no so na musumani age mean your number ni
okay
0553 840-646 0553 840-646 and 0553 838-730 0553 838-730 and 0209 155 437 0209 155 437 yensas no ewo chopoli no ewo Greater Accra region ya emu ewo tema any dowenya kwan so sa wo tema kakra bi a dowenya na wo hoyi na odu won mo nsa hono mo ana Central University wo e wanso na Saglema Affordable House ne ewo wodi free Saglema Eko chopoli baby a mass conference sas no no eye 5 minutes drive pe na wadru hono mo na akwa no sas ne adwi so kama ya ye demarcation chese yi akwan nyina de ato ntam ade bi epesi esidi bu aseta no ni nyina nso eguso a ye ensuo ni nkane a ewo hono ma betan be di djuma ye sas no so ani de ensuo ni da techem no aka se bi hawo ebeba menua ye ben new airport city na ye ba be senti to ye sas a bedubrebe no na wote airport residential area na sa promotion ye hyase 21st October ya bepem and December 18th and ye de air corner we your office here was Spinters Road Community 18 Junction ye ni Allied Filling Station o kwan so and edi nhwani mu ye san ben KFC baby o moton duane no enti promotion papa tisa benya money anwa wo mu no fa on be hemfi say ya te abo no so am na ba fom jim number bi obra ye kwem eye 0553 840 646 0553 840 646 and 0553 838 730 0553 838 730 and 0209 155 437 0209 155 437. Imascon Estate Ghana Limited birthday and Xmas promotion. Fakakrabra just a first canibra way a upfront payment. Say you can yateso into you no answer within eba.
And a happy birthday to you, Prophet Ebenezer Akonai. We are head pastor of Love Chapel International. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you again, Prophet Ebenezer Akonai, head pastor Love Chapel International. Cycle branch and I feel so happy birthday to you, Emanuela Nibatechi. Happy birthday to you, Emanuela Nibatechi. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, the Vim crew man, Neiza Kodia. Happy birthday to you, big man. Neiza, happy birthday to you from the Vim crew and then the full cup. Happy birthday to you once again. And then a happy birthday to you, Ya Blankson. Happy birthday to you, Ya Blankson. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Serena. This one is from Danny of 2IC Services. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Penel Nana Kwesi. This one is from your uncle Danny. Happy birthday to you, Penel. And then a happy birthday to you, Gertrude Nkrumah of Royal Media College. This one is coming from Anita Mawisi, SRC President. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Beatrice Okindly Latte. Happy birthday to you, Beatrice. Yanko Ponchel. And it's 9:46 with the studios of Kessben 92.9 and on Facebook Kessben TV, and then on Facebook Kessben 92.9. Obey to me add messages in our face, or text messages about making kind of amount from there. And this one says that please, honorable homeboy MP, my MP, I greet you. I like your film this morning. Please, I will plead on your behalf, to bring extra banks to Wasan Memphis East. We have only one rural bank, and it is not helping us. Thank you. And this one says, hi, good morning, Kojo. Good morning to you too, Godfred. Now, lawyer, on our floor, right? Yes. Now, you were trying to clear something that you wanted to deal with. Yes.
Maybe a majority.
Lawyer for my 10.
I didn't person make clear.
I know what the upon, yeah.
See, honorable Kasano. Also say dear.
You enough in the quarter report and say about 19. Near heady bit my phone.
We're crying a young call crying. We was a more corner. You better block him. Yeah, mamma quine. Remember democracy. When you say I'm more quid, Parliament said the majority leader, oh, ye. When did you want to ask me, boy?
Or say on person, or say they will not on say ma abuse of Rano.
And I'm a chair say, on your speaker of parliament and a committee, no, on your chairman.
But the point is, maybe so you busu and
no, to you. To you, ye boom ranaso.
Okay,
to the the other side, moom ranaso. That's why we have a referee we call chairman or speaker of parliament. Oh no, neso jinem no chere say we eyemra, we enyemra. It will majority munti fast answer monsem. So if that is the plot and the plan, mo hachi. Say mo minority nin kasa muntie ni ye. I'm very serious with this. Muntie ni ye. In politics, you should allow the minority to speak because anyoma be sheni panebo e be sheni yam manem enfamra o mane kanimua e be explode. So you should be very careful the way you use your majority. Oh, asamoa first special prosecutor Martin Amidu or say the NDC President Mahama and the Attorney General, they are using bail as punishment for MPP members, which is very bad. You should be very careful.
Don't watch what you have to say perfect.
I believe in Aditya. So that's my stance.
Okay.
So Ghanaians are listening.
Yanko, you know, so Nana, a committee, no, deliver clearly the report now, train on the August 6th, right?
Yes.
Plane helicopter crash, you know, and they're making us to know, say, today being Tuesday, I'm going to be about now for yes, you know,
good. I think say a year or more reports na beba no omo famra ni nyina yen kan bi.
Okay.
Na media politics are me no bi ya de na ye papa me bo na baso. O kan report yi na me bo interior minister abaso. Muntaka honorable Muntaka abaso. Say sa asema isi wo Kaswa.
Yes, election almost some of them reporting. Good.
Now you see, Kojo, nipa ya dia osayi ye bonabaso. That is how we build a nation. Se eye obi biara, ebi ankasa aspect of the report no. E omukra anya ono na beba begina ho heden aka. Say the member of parliament. Echantro bi. But Muntaka ebegina ho ekan. So I salute him for that. Let's build a nation. We are praying say report we so abe said omso be manaye public amobia ehu bi no omonfamra media ubisa me candid opinion and nanka me pesa statement no.
Okay.
Because some matters in the report may have security implications, for which reason the government should take the report. Na onsha the assessor or the money man for. Na say udi kan be catch re say report unim de wom. Say wo de mayen, wo de be mayen sa dia. Does it mean say unim dada na say because probably be we receive briefings be no say obi be won be and we can have it. That one is fine. And yes idea although some or make some be a brain. But if there are issues a year of national security interest there and not
they need to look at it.
They have to look at it well. Now when you na there na kofa ba e galamsey. Sa kunini ngotwe a ye hwere wo mo aye de o mane bo ama may so rest in peace any big kind no ese say ke ya adisua de kase de ma yen emma yen president de ne see form say enough is enough mia na me see me peska and ma mia say yen suo yi say for economic reasons yen fenyeska for employment reasons yen fenyeska but baby a kika kono kojo menye wanim sa chem because I say we are debating there is no issue me gas wa kasa so you wanim style be the share because
there be time na me
time when me see na me nua panya ba and say o sisa o the way eyesusu dia na nipa ahwere mo nkwa say a ye tey ye no nka even the president could have been part of that.
Yes,
could have been part. Based on this one, I think I bind necessity form because NDC for Galam saying ye buy afi. Yes, ye be a saying no. Ya ye de be ente na de ye ntwi break. Afi de 9 months are president you know. E ho na MPs are sorry and 9 months akofa tax any omoko. Police ni soldier ni a okuta tuo na ya bo na chi pum na ye pia na kwahye kam. It can only happen under John Dramani Mahama. Eti yen play na kwahwe one day Kamia say yensu a bibi kete kra enfrimu. President Mahama stop the galamsey now.
Brother saying military my danger is it danger?
Mahama na
and also sir
yensu ahwe enfrimu. Eti President Mahama anopa die yensa da yensa im kotodwegu fom. Stop the galamsey now President Mahama. Dear President Mahama.
Homeboy let anani atwa ma. Eti fe yewie.
But see, Ghana Post so area Sam George any enti area Mahama.
Why some na because Sam George asem
area Sam George. Why Ghana Post?
DSTV Sam George and say DSTV Sam George.
Minister responsible for Ghana's communication.
Minister responsible.
And also why the Ghana Post here.
Oh, see about reset now affecting BBA. You know, revealing a year can before the PIAC committee. Or say sporty and normal de akwa bruche so be the pastor near de akwa. Na Ghana ye tuesi kakese. Internal returns ni so because of the mismanagement on the part of Yera Baumia MPP Aban the deputy minister who is now the chairperson to the committee you know who was the deputy of finance then Yera Abena now account
na dey say no honorable canon
dey maka what you say dollar that mo say no nti say no ma bia
dollar Yera can Japan na oni ha me ya na oni am say dollar no World Bank say artificial mo pompi sika de gum ti mo nya
report no so
say na ya pompi artificial man ye dia
sa na na mo ye
say na ye man ye dia e ka mo kofa economic wizard e de backroom ha ye rabomia na Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo amamwo you promise to give us a single like dollar unit to the city mo de ko wie say inti artificial eno na aba macrom ha ye kase sisi ya no e mo bag ane e ton no 11 million
ya no aka B Foster
no kra list ya me ba B Foster me asa 20
no aka salaries
asa 2023
salary increment
onim say na me was state interest obokusa even your side say every state interest omo committee meeting behind ye no ko for you ye ba me tobi o ni ye turn 70 cities ye turn 50 cities ye turn 60 cities inti na o ka say 70 cities anya me wan say Kojo emusan say the quality no standard net sa ana say 30 cities no mo bie man na body between the range of 30 to 70 na only say so mo born say dey sure mo so mo nte so maye because abenya ba no Kojo betimi akodom say sugar na ye turn MPP abreso 10 million
cocoa
which
prices
is 10 million.
Cocoa
and
prices.
then sugar and you turn 5 million.
Cocoa prices.
500 Ghana.
Cocoa prices.
Margin.
Cocoa prices. Cause salaries. No too much. You too much 25 because artificial way
one more question mami flow.
Okay. Salaries.
Report to no time.
Report e be ni nyina.
There be otimi na galam say homeboy be dey wa galam say one second.
O dey mami kameka. Into Kojo ma e normal boy fo. Aban na ba makojo eya mo magana wiase nyina nte na wo constituency nte say inflation under Euro Mahama breso no eye single digit 8% every figure lending rate mean you been see that eye dollar no see amode ekoja 17 ye be 15 no see dollar is moving around 10 11 aban papa abekrom ha nti wo sara ina na ka first no aban ne ma wo say bia wo de 3000 kra Kojo o ko na wo ko sit down koto iron rosa o ko don 9,000 90 million no sisi ya buy na save aye 2,000 aye ton 7,000 so no matter the amount wo nya no enye impact
say be na homeboy kana pay
o hwe ene
o ko so say mudu do say na esi dan
collapse eh Amemphis Amemphis is here
majority of your constituents are
building
and say masasa krasa
go to Amemphis and me constituency Kojo a piece of land that me say one plot near there no aye 50,000 aye nyina ka sene boy dey baby grandpa ye 200,000 100,000 and we sene boy dey but people are building because abina anakojo when them feeling environment way Kojo obi e feeli eno ne say abina koso no onye ni ye Kojo na oka yema ye baba we no to parliament ye rafenya markings onya ade a wan famra odemra ya adwuma parliament will allow you and I make us here there's nothing like preliminary comments where you standing orders
but that has been the case we have precedents
and we are saying that
we have precedents
now parliament ya the normal miensa na ya adwuma emu mienu na yisu ni
so why did he allow him to even speak in the first place
so
homeboy he shouldn't have been allowed to speak
no he was allowed to speak into him say wo kra wa freedom
but he wanted him to speak the way he would have spoken
no you have limitations and yes am akwan to be can you
but homeboy who was supposed to stop him
but you remember
was it the majority or the chairman
and I will strategy na nya adwuma obi titan but
I can't 1 minute
chairman ne chair na dwen but it was a responsibility of the what is it the first deputy speaker who was the chairman of the committee ono so no ye na adwuma said oye majority leader there can adwen see the all kind
and allow you to break any rule that is not his work
he has every right to tell him once he is there
so who was
the final arbiter will be the
who was supposed to bring those checks and he couldn't because he usurped his powers
oh yeah adwuma no Yera Mahama yare ga ye bo abaso chairman ye bo abaso
first deputy speaker anyone
ogu first
deputy speaker of
me tio
into hwe Akojo nsem bebre na menu aka na hwe on the mining me one interest pa ye be wie na reports in there being a member of defense and interior committee ye bebo Yewura your president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he made a promise, say, the AC, I will say, to Ghana, Yan Kaya Busuan for Yao. You bet 2 1 among, near who say, course nearby, no, say, either wherever it's coming from, near Siano, no Yenek, yes, and to Ghana beam. Your ministers so are responsible for a finance or San Susiciano or San Share defense area to forcing. Odi adwuma hye ne sa ohwe no ye nie oni ewura Broja Jemfi Deputy Minister of Defence oma ka bomu atoto normal defense committee all people omo responsible no ye hwe se ene a document be out but on him say security document see the council kano enye no mani nyina no betumi eden a communicate here amaye until president had a preview of the report as at end romo presenting man no until they will sit and meet no one said the de kwa bontin ebe the de ba ye be keep near to one among they were them for security
but my just fantastic pa
o share very
munyana mo man
until Kojo many man mission on the mining no yet to kroma erastos donko anya Eastern region omo gage ne say omo may report they will not allow him to make any report what is happening now no it's not good. Say individual bet me attack a state operative way. But the amount for who say now by that ye twam ye John Dramani Mama. We were working in the forest and the bellies of the rivers. Nobody was coming off the ice. So why are you doing this? Because ye niaba MPP abana
mo ka say MPP say ye bani to abani wia.
Oba ya juma forest. No, the minister
John Mahama Ganja say obejai omo ya chama wait say we dey ending show. John Mahama ka say
you be business no
obeyi omo nyina mo ma eti obi anya mo hia e dey no because
what we are doing it's basically say they are hoping for a responsible and cooperative mining now. Ghana for you there are several challenges. I have a challenge say and security officer for cooperation now obi tin fie kwa no akoche no miners so your operation ye no on the field you know mo be bring ekoso a sebi kukrama muja to ho no we are fixing it and you Ramabo is excellent John Draman you will deliver to Ghanaians as promised you are responsible man
dear John Draman Mahama stop the galamsey
now
yeah that's it. And this is how we end the show. Leaving the good hands of Joe Lakai or the sports in April. Right after me, from now to 2 p.m.
One more okay. Now say ball because Kotoko ne has a couple ball. Politics in those
birthday.
And then he did a birthday. He did 114 years. House of folk.
Oh, and Shiba Yashimu pen. It's not 3 easy. 3 years easy.
Munko African bra. Any here.
Ya shimu.
Munko African bra.
Ya African. And ya shahasa ya Africa.
Ose.
A chain World Cup. That's our World Cup. Ya bumu. Your seniors.
World Cup ni.
More 100 how many years?
114.
Near bought to.
And ya wish you happy birthday.
Oh yes. Container office.
3
container office. Ya office. House of folk. Ya bra.
Container office.
House of folk. Ya bra.
Container team.
House of folk. Ya bra.
Gumeni mase.
Ya bra papa.
Ya shakotoko dia kodi ye birthday. Ya shakotoko akodi ye.
Ona mama wish happy birthday. Happy birthday. Omo me wish happy birthday no. Wish happy birthday no.
Mama me am director boss Sedan Dani Pascal Pon bro so and then the birthday say Nyankopon share me don kan on na and so ade unya me cho bibia
okay yeah that's it nice here the idea has wish your birthday happy birthday
across 114 mwadi
ya
mamutiri nkwa
mwaya ade ya mamutiri nkwa fesi hwa enka hwi
birthday
we Joe Lakai is next. We did a Masanso for Kojo Preko Dankwah. Producer Richard Apia Sapon. From Justice Isaac Delali to another Delali, a student lawyer with us. Part of the production team, Fifi, and I'm Feso, Addison, Abdallah, and I'm Feso Kwekwana and say, Yadamunina say. We are back again tomorrow morning. Sports is next. Good morning.
Sifflete